Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our digital launch of our new ByBend Star 120. My name is Garrett and I'm super happy that you join us today. If you have any questions about our new bending miracle, please put them into the chat and my colleague Danielle will answer them at the end. Today, I'm going to introduce a complete new machine to you. But first, let's talk about sustainability a little. Can you imagine that to make this part, you need less energy than to make the cup of coffee I was drinking before? Actually, you need 10 times less energy. And as you will see in a minute, it takes a lot less time to bend this part than to actually make this cup of coffee. We at Bystronic have been concentrating on sustainability and energy costs since the 1990s. We were the pioneers in this field and since then have been the leader. We are standing in front of our newest member of our press brake family. This is our ByBend Star 120. The 120 stands for 120 tons. We chose to add a new size to our well-known compact range that includes the ByBend Star 40 and the ByBend Star 80. 120 tons for 2-meter bending lengths. Now you can finally bend your heavy-duty parts on a real compact machine, which is at the same time probably the fastest bending machine of its size ever. Stefan is our operator today. Let me introduce you to him.
Hi, Garrett.
Hi. I've heard that you are the real expert on these machines.
I am.
I've also heard that you don't need to be an expert to run these machines.
That's also true.
Let's go into some details. Check out the speed of this machine. Not only does it have the highest ram speed, it also has an extremely fast baggage system. This means that you never wait for the machine again. No matter how fast you are, the machine is faster. Of course, this is also very important if you think about automation in the future. And even with all these extreme speeds, we are still in the very, very green area of power consumption. We use a servo-driven hydraulic system. Yes, still hydraulic because hydraulics is one of the most efficient way to transfer electricity into force. Our servo drive system has clear advantages over other ones. Stefan, can you explain to me why?
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, it uses very little electricity. It's very silent, it has practically no wear, and if we don't need any power, the machine goes into energy-saving mode.
These are the main reasons, but not only that. We can use a smaller oil tank, and by using the servo hydraulics, we can increase the bending speed yet again, without any restrictions, still using less power per bend. To further increase sustainability of our machines, we can use our servo drive option. This takes the whole machine to yet another level. We drive our machines with a special pump motor unit. This drive system is piloted by new dedicated software which controls the pump speed with maximum precision. Not only can you further reduce your carbon footprint because we use less energy per bend, we also reduce the noise level and the cycle time. This new ByBend Star 120 will earn itself back in no time, getting you ready for the future. Are you ready? Our baggage system has grown too. A baggage for a machine on which you can easily bend 8mm thick parts needs to be strong. It still needs to be very quick. You do not want to wait for it when you bend smaller parts. Of course, it needs to be very precise, and we want it to be very flexible too. Not in a mechanical way, of course, but in the configuration.
On this machine, we have installed our most flexible option, a 6-axis baggage system. In this complete new baggage, we managed to combine these 3 key features: speed, precision, and rigidity. You can see the custom-shaped fingers, which make it very easy for me, the operator, to side gauge some parts and to have a reliable and precise position when gauging conical or slant parts. All the baggage positions are, of course, automatically calculated by our Bysoft cell control bend.
If you are familiar with our machines, you will have noticed that the fast bend safety system is also a little different. And you're correct. We've progressed towards an even quicker system. It allows you to virtually come down right onto the top of the sheet. It demands no setup time, and it is extremely user-friendly and easy to adjust when the tool height changes. Naturally, there's also a manual version. On this machine, we've mounted the automatic one. And most importantly, it safeguards the operator. That's what the ideal safety system is for. 100% safeguarding, 0% hindering in production. We are most famous for our crowning. We basically invented it. And whereas the ByBend Star 40 and 80 do not need a crowning system because of their mechanical construction and the smart positioning of their cylinders, the ByBend Star 120 does need a crowning system. We developed a completely new passive, reactive mechanical crowning system, especially for this machine. It reacts to variations in the material, but it does not have any hydraulic or electrical components. Magic? Almost, but not quite. This crowning has no active parts in it. No cylinders, no wedges, no hydraulics, no motors, no sensors, no hoses. Also, no programming, no thinking. The lower bed of this machine has a very special and clever construction. It is still a sandwich construction like on the other Expert Pro series, but by using specially designed pivoting points, which are set in this construction on strategic points, the two outer beams move differently from the middle beam. At the same time, the lower tool holder, the table, connects at some point, depending on the applied force, the outer beams to the middle beam. This then stiffens up the whole system, and the crowning becomes force-depending active. An active crowning with no active parts, a passive reactive crowning. Of course, this also works for parts which you bend off-center. Come for a demonstration in one of our local demo centers, and we will show you exactly how this works and what it does, and how we can keep the angle over the whole length of your profile in a perfect 90 degree. Oh, and by the way, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat and we will answer them straight after this demonstration. LAMS will make all your parts correct. It will make every single bend correct. We have now managed to increase the cycle speed and the angle accuracy. Besides that, we have the biggest measuring range in the market. Even very shallow angles can be measured correctly. Also here, this is a huge advantage if you think about automation. Look at the different parts we're bending, look at the speed, look at the accuracy. Our angle measuring system LAMS has gone also through a complete transformation. State-of-the-art wide-angle high-resolution cameras, highly visible blue laser light, new algorithms, more compact than ever. What does this mean for our customers, Stefan?
Well, it means first part, good part, guaranteed. No more waste, no more trials, no more extra blanks. It gives you complete peace of mind.
It also means that you are producing less waste on all levels. Plus, you reduce your own carbon footprint. And of course, it means that your profit goes up. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Is everything new on the ByBend Star? No. Never change a winning team is what people say. Our winning team is the BySoft Cell Control Bend, together with our offline software, BySoft CAM. The easiest off and online software we have ever put on the market. You can run it completely automatic and still have the complete freedom of changing anything you like, because in some cases, automatic is just not good enough. As you have undoubtedly noticed, our controller looks different. Yes, it is different. It even has a different name, the BySoft Cell Control Bend. Not only has it a nice, fresh, new look, it's also ready for the future. With the BySoft Cell Control Bend, you are ready for all future updates on all your software platforms. When you start to automate, the BySoft Cell Control can handle it. If you need to connect it to your bending cell storage system, the BySoft Cell Control Bend is ready for it. If you need to communicate with your MES or ESP system, we can do this. If you want to import 3D files directly on the controller, just do it. Let me show you how. We go to Loading, then we go to Import. My part is on my desktop. I click on it, I import. There it is already. I need to change or to choose my material. We say this is stainless, close this, and then we say close. And now we generate the part. We hit automatic. And we are now ready to bend. Just as easy as that. Next to our software, I'd like to show you some other optional features. First of all, if you have XPT tools, you know that you have to slide these tools in here. We have our little magnetic door, and we have a slide-in help you can put on this side of the machine. We have 4 different mounting options for the controller. This is one of them, and this is another one where the controller is completely mobile. We have a second working station, which you can mount on this side of the machine with also a second screen to show auxiliary information. You can replace the two front support arms by a nylon folding table, the one you know from the Expert 40 and Expert 80. We have different tool holder table heights to make your machine more flexible. We have different baggage fingers, different types of baggage fingers, which you adapt to your needs. On this side of the machine, we can have a electric dynamic seat support, which can lift 35 kilo heavy parts, or you can have a temporary tool station loading system. And here, at the left side of the machine, you have a completely new tool storage system, which can contain all the tools you need for this machine. We are nearly at the end of the launch of our new ByBend Star. What have we learned? A very robust new press brake, which is not afraid of 15mm thick parts, which is extremely fast. This press brake is the missing link in the press brake world. You can throw any kind of automation at it, and it will take it in its stride. It is ready for the future, and so are you. My colleague Danielle will now answer all your questions from the chat. Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, Garrett.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. We hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all seen how important this cup of coffee is. Let us get straight to your questions. I am very happy that you join us for our digital launch of our brand new ByBend Star 120. My name is Daniel. I am part of Bystronic's product management and I'm looking forward to all your questions. Please put them into the chat so I can answer them directly. Okay, the first question from Manuel. Is this machine prepared for automation with the mobile bending robot? The mobile bending robot is prepared for the ByBend Star 40 and 80. The ByBend Star 120 is too big for the mobile bending robot, but we develop currently a new cell for the mid-size press brake for the ByBend Star 120. It's called ByBend Star M, and we will launch this machine or this cell next year. Okay. Next question. Do you have further details or specifications about speed of the back-arc system and the upper beam? Oh yes, I have. The speed of this machine is incredibly high. We increase the speed compared with all other machines we have. For example, we have a back-arc system. We have two variants. We have 2-axis back-arc system and a 6-axis back-arc system. The 6-axis back-arc system has incredible values. For example, I give you some details. The x-axis speed for the back-arc system, 1,800 millimeter per second. The r-axis speed, 800 millimeter per second. And the z-axis speed for the 6-axis back-arc system is 3,000 millimeter per second. These are incredible values. In the same way, we increased the approach, the Y approach speed for the upper beam. So we have 280 millimeters per second in the approach. And for the Y working speed, we have a 25 millimeter per second for our servo variant. These are incredible values. The machine is very, very, very fast, and it increased the productivity of the customer. Okay, next question. You mentioned only one electric bending aid. Can I also use two? Yes, of course. We have one for the left-hand side, one for the right-hand side. You can use both. You can use only one. And the same values for the purchasing. You can buy only one or you can buy two. And with both bending aids, you can work, you can drive them close together on the left side, on the right side. You can work with them with the distance between. You have all freedoms of operations do you want. Okay, next question. Do you have an hydraulic bending aid? Yes, we have, but only for the Expert Pro. For the ByBend Star 120, we have only the electrical bending aid developed. This machine, next question, no, it's no question. Ah, okay. Yeah, we clarified this. Thank you, Stefan. Is an extended version with more daylight and stroke possible? Currently not. Reasons for this. This machine is with an O-frame, and we have increased the stroke to 300 millimeters, and we have a daylight of 610 millimeters. Therefore, the values are very, very high for a mid-size press brake, and therefore we plan currently not to increase these values, because with these values you have a lot of space and a big stroke, and this is for this size of a press brake perfect value. Okay, next question. Later we'll have a real bending to see the how to proceed angle compensation from lower table. Yeah, we will proceed some videos, but currently for the market launch we don't have prepared this. Such videos will come later, such movies, so that we can support our sales organization with movies and with a lot of more details to bring to the customer, so that we can show the customer that this machine is perfect for his application. Next question. Is the temporary tooling magazine possible for Expert Pro? Yes, it is. We developed it for the ByBend Star 120. The tooling magazine is a magazine where you can do inside your toolings you need direct at work. It's always close to the operator, and this temporary tool magazine, which is movable in the front of the machine, is planned for the Expert Pro 2. Yeah, this is correct. Does laser work well on all types of material? Does laser work well on all types of materials? This is not a question close direct with the ByBend Star 120, but we will explain this in a further question round. Okay. Do we have more questions about the ByBend Star 120 directly? Ah, I talk of laser used for angle measurement. Ah, now I understand the question. I was in the cutting process. The laser angle measurement system works for all materials. This is correct. The reflection is not so important, but we request some sizes that we support. This means the laser has to see the die and the material of the product what I want to bend, and therefore we have some limitations in the size of the die, and but not of the material. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand your question, but now I got it. Okay. Next question. Until what thickness can this machine bend? What are its limits? Yeah, at the end, this depends a little bit on the size of your bending part. We said we can bend small, long sheets. We can bend thicker sheets, but then we have in general 60 tons per meter or 120 tons for this machine. And at the end, if your part is shorter, then you can use a higher thickness or a bigger thickness. But at the end, it depends a little bit on the size of your material in general. Yeah. Important to say, according to this question, the ByBend Star 120 has a bending length of more than 2 meters, 2 meters 5 centimeters. And with a tonnage of 120 tons, we have 60 tons per meter, and therefore we have 50% more capacity than our competitors. Therefore, you have a lot of freedom of operations regarding the thickness of your material. Do you have any examples of energy savings in percent? This depends a little bit on your application, but we support our sales team always with the correct values, with the energy consumption, so that you can calculate direct what you save in energy. And this, it depends a little bit on the application itself. You could imagine, or you have to imagine, when you compare the machine with a classical machine, where the machine is currently in standby mode, and now with our energy saver and the servo, we find a solution that the machine uses so less energy that we reduce the energy consumption to more than 30%. But this is a general value. It depends really on your application. Is it a bigger one, and have you a lot of turnings, have you a lot of handle time and so on, and therefore you cannot generally give a value for this. Okay. Does this machine can move via forklift? It depends on your forklift. The weight of the machine are 12.5 tons. Therefore, it's unrealistic. What is the maximum bending line at 2 meters? We have 2 meters and 5 centimeters bending line, and you can use all this. And there are no limitations. Okay. Next question. Do we have some ECO verification for energy saver function? We have to clarify this. This is a question we will answer after. For this question, please contact our sales organization, and then I have the answer for this prepared to the sales organization. Okay. Then I see no further questions. Then I think this was the last questions. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for all your questions. It was a pleasure to introduce you to our brand new bending champ. I would like to briefly highlight the 3 details that are most important to me and which can greatly increase your productivity. First of all, the ByBend Star 120 is the fastest press brake on the market in both the movement of the upper beam and the backorg system, as explained. With the same precision you know from Expert Pro. This is important. Second, at the same time, at 60 tons per meter, it has 50% more capacity than our competitors. Third, in regards of sustainability, our ByBend Star 120 is incompatible with the servo motor combined with our energy saver. It is the most economical press brake on the market. I'm proud to support you with this outstanding machine to increase your business value. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.